Guys, what is up? Is Penners Gaming here. Thank you for joining me for another video. Today I'm bringing you another One Piece video. Instead of a review, we are going to do something new. Today will be my first episode of a character overview. Anyways, I hope you guys like this series and leave a like if you do. Remember to subscribe, and thank you so much for all your support on One Piece. You guys have definitely been liking it a lot. And that's awesome because I really love this series and I'm very happy to talk about it. So today we are going to talk about one of my favorite characters, Don Chinjao. Chinjao. Way to mess up the first thing you say in the video, Nick. Guys, I'm telling you. Gotta work on my speech. Anyways, Don Chinjao, the 12th leader of the Happo Navy. He is retired. The 12 is why he has the number 12 tattooed on the right side of his forehead. I believe it's the right side. You know, I mess things up. Anyways, so, of course, the new leader is Sai. Sai is his grandson, and I believe Boo is too. Not 100% sure. I am 100% sure Sai is his grandson. Anyways, now Sai is the leader of the Navy, but today we are going to talk about Don Chinjao. He is 78 years old, which makes him the same age as Whitebeard, and 1 year older than Rogers, the king of the pirate. Gold Roger. I called him Rogers. Wow, guys. Mr. Rogers coming at you. Gold D. Rogers. Wow. Alright, anyways. So, he had a bounty of 542 million, which might be inactive now because obviously he isn't an active pirate anymore. When we first see him, Luffy and Cavendish are together. Cavendish is flipping through his bounties of the worst generation, and Don Chinjao walks up and just asks if he can watch with them. Then the first thing he asks Luffy how his grandfather Garp is doing. Of course, Cavendish, being self-centered and very angry that the worst generation took so much attention away from him, Cavendish is instantly ready to fight Luffy and is ready to kill him. Don Chinjao, though, of course, interrupts because he is very upset with him because of what Garp did. So, let's get into what Garp did. 30 years ago, a young Garp and Don Chinjao were having a fight, and of course they're both going at each other, armament hockey. Don Chinjao's got his drill head, and you can't get fisted by Garp and expect to have things work out for you. That's literally one of the rules of every One Piece game. If you look into playing any One Piece video games, it says, first rule, do not get fisted by Garp. Garp's mighty fist, of course, crushes Don Chinjao's head and makes it flat. So, you might wonder why this is a big deal other than just this is a weapon. But it prevents him from being able to access the Happo Navy's treasure. And this was the treasure of his family for like 12 generations. Like, he's the 12th leader, Sai's the 13th, and Sai's his grandson. So there could have been like 20 plus generations of Don Chinjao's family before Don Chinjao himself was the leader. So not only did he lose his own treasure, he lost the treasure of his whole family in the entire Happo Navy. So that's a big deal, of course. And that's why it's such a big deal. Don Chinjao also fought Gold D. Roger, Silver's Rayleigh, and Monkey D. Garp. All legends, obviously. He might have fought some other people, but he was around during, the Strong World movie when Shiki and Rogers and all of them, when Ed War happened. All of that was part of Don Chinjao's life. and he took part in many fights. So he must have some of the most incredible stories of any of the characters in the story. And he's one of the only old-time characters that really gets shown. And he doesn't get shown very much because they've made it very clear in this show it's about the new generation, not the old generation. Even though, let's be honest, we all just want the old generation. Anyways, Don Chinjao, visited by Monkey D. Garp. His head gets caved in, and now he has a grudge. He's seeing Garp's grandson at the Coliseum while fighting for the Mara fruit, and he gets ready to attack him. Of course, Cavendish is ready to fight Don Chinjao because he wants the right to kill Luffy. And they start fighting, and the guards run over to break it up. Don Chinjao stops, Luffy runs, and they break it up so they can continue onto the actual fights in the Coliseum. Then, when we're actually in the fight itself, of course, Don Chinjao starts off trying to fight Luffy, and at some point they get separated, and Luffy ends up in a confrontation with John the Bandit. John the Bandit has managed to steal every single sword in the arena, and he's just throwing them, chucking them at Luffy, just letting him have it. All of them are missing because, of course, Luffy has great observation haki. Then we cut to a scene where Don Chinjao has like 30 swords sticking out of his belly, and he is not a happy man. So, of course, he attacks. His beard goes full anger mode, it starts rising up, and he is ready to go. He headbutts John, the bounty hunter, smashes him directly into the wall, and he falls out of the Coliseum. He then ends up in a fight, one-on-one with Luffy. Luffy punches him in the head so hard with Elephant Gun that his head goes back to the normal shaped cone. He goes down, smashes the arena, cuts it in half, and then the fight's over. Then we go over a few things. We might see him, but nothing major happens after that. But he is turned into a toy and made into a slave by Sugar. Of course, the thing with Usopp happens. Sugar passes out, freaks out, and Don Chinjao becomes a human again, along with Elizabello II, the guy who was throwing the King Punch. The real One Punch Man of One Piece. Elizabello. I'm going to do a video about him because he's another one of my favorite characters. I really love the Dressrosa arc, and I'm sure most of you do too. Anyways, so after he gets transformed back into a human, he has his drill. They see Pika, an executive of the Doflamingo family. And he gets his drill out, goes on full armament. Elizabello got his King Punch ready, just the light version. He doesn't have it fully charged. It hasn't been an hour. He gets ready, and they both go at Pika, and they don't even really do much. They just kind of mess with his stone fruit for a second. He breaks, he's fine. But Luffy gets past to fight Doflamingo, and that's all that matters. Of course, Zoro takes care of Pika, but that's to be expected. After all the events of Dressrosa, Doflamingo's defeated, taken to level 6 Impel Down, put in his special little cell there where he's just chained to the wall all the time. Sai and Baby 5 end up getting married. I believe Sai proposes to Baby 5. Baby 5, of course, feeling needy to everyone, happily accepts, but Sai's actually a decent person. And they pretty much live happily ever after. They become part of the Grand Fleet. The Happo Navy is now part of the Grand Fleet. And Don Chinjao is part of it. He's happy with Luffy. He helped him get his head back to normal. And then Sai bent it again, as we know. Also, I did some size comparisons of Cavendish and Don Chinjao. And Don Chinjao appears to be 17 feet tall, anywhere between 17 to 19 I could see. So he is a very large man. I was thinking of doing like weight comparisons to figure out how much these people would actually weigh if they were real. But that's a totally different thing, and I might do that at some point. Anyways, if you guys liked this video, please leave me a like, subscribe, tell me what you think I can do better. And anyways, have a great day.